Alright, we are back with Lurrus of the Dream Den. Um, this is the enchantment auras version of it, white-black. Lurrus, for those who don't know, the companion cost is each permanent card in your starting deck has a converted mana cost of 2 or less. So basically what we're looking to do here is get a lot of value out of cards like All That Glitters, Deadweight and Mire's Grasp with Hateful Eidolon, and protect things with Alseid of the Life's Bounty. Sentinel's Eyes is there for basically the vigilance, and it can recur itself if things go really south. Birth of Meletis is in here because it recurs very nicely with Lurrus. Gives us an extra artifact to count for All That Glitters, and can gain us an extra life and make sure we hit our land drops. Call the Death Dweller is there for insurance if Lurrus dies, or we can bring back a couple of our things that died. Starfield Mystic is in here, great card that combos with Mire's Grasp, Deadweight, and Birth of Meletis. Pretty much everything in here, all the enchantments. It just keeps growing bigger, and it makes these cheaper. Also, it's a high priority target along with Hateful Eidolon, so your opponent kind of has to pick and choose what creatures they want to remove, and what the deck is supposed to do is be able to force them into a bad spot where they're picking the Starfield Mystic or our Voltron to piece, and hopefully we have Hateful Eidolon out to basically redraw what we just lost in auras. We have a couple Mortifies in here, great for just big creature removal. Kind of the big stompy decks, the big ramp decks can get out things pretty quick that we can't really get around, and they're in there for the enchantment removal against stuff like Wilderness Reclamation and whatnot. The sideboard, 4 Duress, 2 Agonizing Remorse, that's basically what we do against control. Basically our big plan for control is to just go under them and force them into bad trades with stuff like Shadow the Sky and whatnot, to trade with only like 1 or 2 creatures, and we get value out of the Hateful Eidolon's draw with Sentinel's Eyes and All That Glitters. Omen of the Dead for decks that are very heavy on spot removal. I'll board a couple in, get us back something like a Starfield Mystic or an Alseid or our Lurrus, and it can also pump up the Starfield Mystic when we sack it to scry. Glass Casket helps with the red decks, just a very early piece of removal for them, and also helps pump with All That Glitters. Epic Downfall for those big rampy decks that I mentioned that put out big creatures that we can just take down with only 2 mana. Noxious Grasp, same thing. Those decks are typically green, and lately they've been running white because Bant Ramp has been one of the biggest things. Instant speed, 2 mana removal, gain a life, and 1 extra Mortify, mostly for the enchantment side of things. So, this deck is kind of okay. I've tuned it a little bit, but still fairly undertuned. But we'll see what happens. Let's get to the gameplay. Alright, match 1. We do not get the honor of taking the play this first go around. Ooh, yeah, 6 Slander. Yeah, definitely don't want that. We can live with that. Throw away 1 Birth of Meletis. Going big red already. Well, let's get out our lifelinker. See if they shock it out of existence. No blocks, that has first strike. You're not going to gain any life off of that. Light up the stage, sure. Ooh, that's going to hurt, especially if they don't draw a land the next turn. So what I just feel comfortable doing is gaining that life back that we lost from Fervent Champion and throwing down the Starfield Mystic. If they remove it, fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. That's definitely not a great sight for us, but not too bad if that's basically what they drew. So actually not looking terrible. What we can do is, for combat, let's Mire's Grasp to pump up our Starfield Mystic. Gets that off the field, gives him a counter. Let's run in 4 damage, gain 1. Let's actually run up. Let's grab the Birth of Meletis here. Grab the plains, and we will pass. We'll keep up the 1 now, just in case they try and tickle Starfield Mystic. There it is. Another Fervent Champion. That's great. Well, the cool thing is, next turn we can play Lurrus, recur the Mire's Grasp, pump up the Starfield Mystic. Sure, deal 4 damage to me. That is okay. Protect him. Actually, we don't even have to give him the protection, he just gets the +1/+1 counter. Alright. So we get the wall for extra protection. Do not do it like that, please. Play the Lurrus. Get the value. Smack the champion. Get the +1/+1 counter. Smack the face. And there's the surrender. Alright, so this is where we board in Glass Casket. That's about it. I mean, none of this is really going to help us. So let's take out the Mortifies. They're a little too slow for that. And go on to game 2. The reason we don't have too much in the sideboard for mono red is because the early game plan is to get Hateful Eidolon out and to pump him up. If we do, and they don't have an answer for him right away, we kind of just run away with the game, especially if we can give him Vigilance. Of course, the caveat being if they curve perfectly in Torbrand and Embercleave, but let's not worry about that. I mean, not that that was a problem in the last video. Alright, so they go first again. How much do I trust getting a black land here? I kinda don't. But I like this enough to hold out for the black land. Yeah, let's keep it. Let's see how we get punished. Sometimes you just gotta learn. Sometimes you just gotta learn. Alright, Alseid. Sure, let's take the 2. Nothing. Huh. Let's run out Birth of Meletis. We can keep hitting land drops here. Of course, only plains for land drops, but let's gain 1 back. Now this could turn out very poorly for us. And it is. Very poorly for us. It's a black land. I really don't want to shock for it. Let's gain a life back. We're gonna get 2 life back from Birth of Meletis. Sure. Let's run out the Hateful Eidolon. I kinda want to protect this. So we will not play Starfield Mystic this turn. I wanted to play it this turn so we can get the +1/+1 counter for sacking Birth of Meletis. If he attacks, we are blocking with the wall. Well, I mean, unless he has Infuriate to take out the Hateful Eidolon. Even then, in response, we can give him protection, I guess. He has something. Sure. See if he runs out and Infuriate here. Nope. He's gonna sack a Spitter and lose the damage out of that. Okay. That's fine. Gain 2 life. Run out the Starfield. Let's attack him with our lifelinkers. We have Mire's Grasp for the Spitfires when he eventually plays them, which is super nice. And super nice with Starfield Mystic. It's one less, so we can still protect our dudes with Alseid. Okay, let's go. We built a pretty good wall, and he's paying for it, so... No. We want our Starfield Mystic. Give it Pro Red. If he kills it, he kills it. He had to waste 2 cards to do it. Okay. Interesting. This is where I can't protect him if he has something like Infuriate, so we're gonna throw the wall in front of it. I just don't want to get burned by a combat trick here. That's a good light up the stage. Ooh, Fry. Ouch. That hurts. Just a little bit, because we do have Lurrus. Oh, we actually have Call the Death Dweller. Kind of want to Mire's Grasp that just so I can draw the card. I don't get Call the Death Dweller. I think the play here is to just swing in with the Eidolon. Play Lurrus. So we get an extra lifelinker out there. Play Alseid. And leave up protection for my guys. We'll take the very conservative approach here. Spitfire, perfect. And hopefully he doesn't get haste and just completely blows our asshole out. Oh, that gives haste. I forget what that thing does. Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, really, he's only dealing a total of 5 here? That's not terrible, especially for what we're going to get in the Crackback and Lifelink. And the fact that we're going to kill it. And get Sentinel's Eyes? Oof. Ah. What a draw there. So we're going to play the Starfield, so we can get the extra bonus off of Mire's Grasp here. Kill him, and now we have the recursion as long as Lurrus is alive. Oh, that's just unfair. Sentinel's Eyes, and all that glitters. I think this game is done. Swing on it. I should have played... Oh no, I didn't get the Birth of Meletis because I had played the Starfield Mystic. But, there you go. That's how we beat Mono Red. They did stumble a lot, though. So, can't really read too much into that one. Alright, we are 1-0. See if we get our face pushed in. Now, this is definitely a hand we do not want to keep. This is a much more respectable hand. We don't have any creatures, though. But we will keep it because we do have some early removal and we have a Mortify in our arsenal. And because Companion is, you know, does companion things, we still have a creature. Ooh, that's nice. We'll play the Eidolon. And we'll see what he does here. He'll just kill it. Perfect. Plenty more where that came from. We're actually going to put the All That Glitters on him right away, in case he does have another Bone Crusher Giant in hand. He could, of course, play it. He could play a... Okay. I was going to say he could play an untapped land, Domri's Ambush with the Druid, but no such luck for him. So here's a decision. We could play Lurrus into Hateful Eidolon to try and get maximum value out of this Mire's Grasp. Or we play the Mire's Grasp now with Birth of Meletis. I think what we do is Mire's Grasp, take the 2 damage from Bone Crusher. So we're going to be gaining life back anyway. Okay, gets us an extra land, so that's good. So we can recur Mire's Grasp next turn if we really want to. I mean, we're going to get the land anyway, but still fine. We play Birth of Meletis to pump up Hateful Eidolon with All That Glitters, and swing in for 4. So now we just gained double back what we lost this turn. So now they're starting to get a high mana count here. This is a big stompy deck, so we're probably going to need to board in. Oh no. Okay. Well, remember that recursion we talked about? Well, that's interesting. Okay. Okay. I could force them to give up the Druid. Yeah, I like forcing them to give up the Druid here. So we'll play Lurrus. Play the Mire's Grasp on the Beast. Draw the card. Deadweight. And they didn't like that, apparently. So... Okay, this is a Stompy deck. So... A green Stompy deck. So we're going to want some of those. One big weakness of this deck is we die to Planeswalkers pretty easily. We don't have that much of an answer to them other than throwing a very juiced up Eidolon or Starfield Mystic at them. So if they're very Planeswalker heavy, that's where we bring in the Remorses and the Duresses. Since they're still in aggro-y, big stompy creature deck, we won't bring in Duress. Thinking about Agonizing Remorse, but I think our game plan should kind of stay the same. Almost tempted to run a third Mortify, but I don't think we need it. I think throwing in Grasp and Downfall will be fine. We'll trim 1 Deadweight, 1 Call the Death Dweller. They're not running a lot of spot removal, although they might board some of it in. And, what else are we trimming? Probably just another Deadweight. I mean, we lose value with Hateful Eidolon, but... I mean, if we want to get rid of a lot of their stuff, we're going to need Grasp, Downfall, and Mire's Grasp. Well, the 2 Grasps and the Mortify. So I think that's really in our best interest. We still have 6 cards that can remove and draw a card off of Eidolon, so it should be fine. Eidolon's secondary purpose is to make the trade-off of losing my buffed-up creature hurt a lot less. So I believe we'll still be able to get a lot of value out of him. We'll keep it. We could run out the early Eidolon. Very likely it gets stomped, especially with them grabbing that red there. I mean, we can recur it with Lurrus, but Lurrus can easily get stomped. I think we force him to do it. Run it out, because if they don't have it, it's going to hurt them a lot. Grafdigger's Cage, very nice. Very nice. That does hit us very hard. That turns Lurrus into a 3/2 lifelink. So, we don't really have any answers to this, honestly. We should be boarding in answers to this, but, you know, is what it is. Let's go Sentinel's Eyes. Let's pump him up. Let's get him out of stomping range. Pop. And plus, if he dies, we get a card. So hopefully they boarded in far more hate than Yidaro. Very good. Very good. I love that card. I really do. So let's hit him. Let's play this and leave up Mortify at instant speed. Well, you could be going for the kill here. Huh. Let's attack and see what he does. Okay. Wilt. That will draw us a card, so... Okay. Now the question is, do we play Lurrus? Because if we do, he just stomps him. And then we're out of creatures. But then again, is Lurrus that much of a threat to him? I mean, we don't really have any removal for Grafdigger's Cage, although he doesn't know that. I think we're just going to play Lurrus. I think this is... Oh, cycling. Oh, he's got two of them. He's got two stacks. We can't cast any of that stuff, so we're going to go... Noxious Grasp. That is nice. We do have Mortify we can hold up in case he does have that. The fourth Yidaro. That'd be really unfortunate if he had it in hand right now. Storm's Wrath, sure. Okay. Let's go Birth of Meletis. Search ourselves up a Plains, play it, and leave up Mortify. Could be in for a longer game. Questing Beast, sure. Try and hit us. Nope. We will Noxious Grasp that. Sure. 04 Colorless Wall. Play another Birth. Go Spiral, sure. Okay. Then, let's see. Well, let's put this in tapped. He sees the extra land, but I kind of just wanted to get my shock land down. Oh. Well, that's certainly a thing that's happening. We're gonna get rid of that. Gain 2 life, get another wall. We are very protected by really from nothing. Especially if he plops down a Darrow. Yep. Sure, yeah, we'll take 8. Okay. So I think this is just what we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of make him a little pup and hope we draw a creature at some point. I don't like the look of that. Okay, any day now we could stop drawing land. If it is another Yidaro, we might be forced to all that glitter. Alright, cool. Sure. Okay, so this is the part where we start getting flooded. Sure, that's meaningless to us. We'll take 5. Oh my god. Okay. That's actually kind of tilting. Let's block both. Okay, that's nice. Something tells me he's gonna kill it. So what does that even make Alseid? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Let's risk them having stomp. Is not a stomp. So he wants one of these things back, and I think he's gonna go get that back. So I think we just let this through. Embercleave. Yeah, I actually didn't fully expect that. I'm gonna equip it to him. Okay. So gain 7, take 12. Or he'll block, and he'll just kill me. Embercleave is a very beautifully designed card, by the way. I love it. Something tells me he drew something good. Equip it to him, sure. Given he doesn't pump, yeah. That's... If we didn't hit that pocket of land, that is kind of tilting. Alright, no adjustments. We really just got flooded in that game. I mean, we could try and board in Duress to hit Grafdigger's Cage, but... But other than that, Duress is almost a dead card later. Make it hit tag their Embercleave, but... Really wonder what he's trying to do. Unless he's really trying to pull one on me. I mean, wouldn't really do anything. We didn't change anything. Yeah. Sure. Not a big fan of it. I kinda don't want to get rid of an Alseid here. Or Alseid, however the hell you pronounce that. I kinda want to get rid of Noxious Grasp either. I think we're gonna have to. I want to be able to protect... Okay. Go Spiral, sure. This also would have helped a lot last game. Sure. I mean, do I just start going for it? I mean, I'm risking Storm's Wrath next turn. All that glitters 1, 2, 3. Puts it at 4, so Storm's Wrath still tags it. I think we Sentinel's Eyes on one of them, and then leave up 1 to give protection. And then we can All That Glitters the next turn. Sure. You're red, I'm guessing? Yep. Got 3 in the yard. Okay. That's what I wanted to see. All That Glitters on this Alseid and hit him for 7. Gain 7. I mean, if he's planning the stomp play, he didn't do it very well. He should have played the land right away to be able to do it. Oh, okay. I guess he didn't like that. I'm not sure we would have ended up winning that game, so lucked out there. Alright, match 3. We are 2-0. Fully expecting to lose a couple of these matches. I typically go even with this deck. Definitely want to mulligan that. I don't love it, but I think it's a keepable 6. I think the Mortify goes, because if we hit a creature that's gold, All That Glitters is gold. Only Shooting Stars break the mold. So we want to get our early removal just in case, because we don't know what they are. Simic. I love seeing that. Don't really want more land right now, even though we typically want at least a couple white sources. Okay, setting up for Gross Fire. Again, I said we don't need more land. Okay, here comes Growth Spiral. Right on cue. Put in a Temple of Mystery, or a Triumph, that's fine. So another Teamer deck. Teamer Reclamation. I threw away the Mortify. Yeah. Play Lurrus, we have Paul the Death Dweller. So it's just Teamer Flash then. So I wasn't aware Reclamation was running Ambusher. Interdasting. Oh, we ain't blocking that. Okay. Interesting. It's taking a while to make his turn here. Okay. Play the Eidolon. Sure. Or do we just want to kill the Ambusher? Or get our game plan countered against the Ambusher? This is a more accurate statement. You know, oddly, I'd rather him counter this. So I want to get rid of the Ambusher. I can at least slap a deadweight on this bad boy. Okay. Yeah, he's taking a while for his decisions here. Okay. Sure. Because we can always recur all that glitters, given that Lurrus stays alive. So let's deadweight that. He's gonna get another wolf out of him, but if we can get him to counter all that glitters again, we're free to Mire's Grasp and draw 2 cards. This is a really tough matchup for us because it's this deck really struggles fighting through tons of counter spells. Or he just dies. Sure. Or extra dies, as one might say. Sure, this is fine. So basically we need to try and land Mire's Grasp here. If he counters it, I think we just go to game 2. I don't think there's really any hope for us if he counters this. Okay, that gives me a little bit of hope. That gives me a lot of hope. Starfield Mystic. And let's get rid of the last little puppy. Okay, we draw and put a +1/+1 counter down. We definitely don't want to attack here. Definitely would not want to attack into another ambusher. We need to wait until we can survive an ambusher flash. Wilderness Reclamation. We are definitely getting set up to getting shot in the face with Explosion. Unless he goes to do it now. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for him to do. I mean, he'll likely draw into another one if he does it now. Yeah, he's gonna do it now. I really can't wait for this card to rotate. I just think they messed up printing that card. I mean, not just for this game. I mean, I think we put up a valiant effort. But I just think this was a really silly card to print. I mean, can he just get us? No. He can bring us down to 3, I believe. 1. Math. Please don't shoot the Starfield Mystic. That would be kind of dumb. Just shoot us down to 1 and then... Okay. Shoot us down to 1 and then get another one next turn and kill us. I'll gain a little bit of life off of the Eidolon, but who cares? That was a really weird decision. I mean, then again, well, I don't know. That's a really weird decision. Starfield. Play the Birth. Really, I should have waited to play my planes until then. Gain 1 life back. Sure. Okay. Sure. If he has an untapped land, he can bring him down. Come on down. Yep. Are you not going to play him? Yeah, he's playing him. Okay. Depending on what we draw, we might just go right to game 2. Man, he is really thinking a lot for this deck. That's a lot more than that's required. Sure. Okay. This is also just bad for Arena that you have to sit through people fumbling around through all that. That's the biggest reason I don't like Cauldron Familiar, Witch's Oven. You have to sit there and watch your opponent fumble through doing all that stuff. Just really bad for digital, honestly. Is this just death? Probably, maybe. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, you can just kill me. Yeah, let's go on to game 2. So we definitely want that Mortify. I mean, Glass Casket wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to contain Uro, but I think we need to go heavy on this stuff. Let's ditch a Death Dweller. I mean, he's exiling our stuff. Deadweight is practically worthless. Mire's Grasp. I mean, Nightpack Ambusher is 4 toughness. I mean, I feel like it was just circumstance that we had both of those ready for him. I feel like Noxious Grasp comes in for that. I really don't like this matchup. I think we just cut all the Mire's Grasps too. I mean, it hurts for Hateful Eidolon, but we gotta do something to stop their craziness. Because if we can get them to stall out, then we can win this one. This is a match we just pretty much don't win. But yeah, we'll see if we can get lucky. We got lucky in the last video. Got lucky last couple games, so. Oop. Am I going to be punished for putting back the Mortify again? I mean, we have a backup one and an Agonizing Remorse, so hopefully we can tag 2 Reclamations. Ooh. Go to the bottom of the deck. Alseid. 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 I don't know. Alseid. Alright. Agonizing Remorse, then down to 3 cards in hand. Or 4 cards in hand. Forget. Draw. Sure. Get rid of the... Oh! That was supposed to be in all attacks. Cool. First true misclick of the video. That's real cool. So here's the thing. We don't want to throw all that glitters on Alseid because it just gets returned to natured. Honestly, let's see if we can just get him to play it. Play Lurrus. Is this a Scorching Dragonfire? Or a Stomp? No, it's a Growth Spiral. Triumph comes down. Sure. If I dump all that glitters on Lurrus, he returns it to nature. I kind of want to see if I can get him to return to nature the Alseid so he can freely target my Lurrus later in the game. Plus, I want to leave up Mortify for Reclamation when he plays it. So we'll hit him for 4. Let's force him to do stuff. He could always Storm's Wrath too, which would be super unfortunate. Okay, cycle. Sure. That is a good move. He didn't need all that land. So if he taps over Wilderness Reclamation, we can definitely hit it with the Mortify. we will protect him from red. Unless he has a response. Of course he does. Yep. Now we're in the same position we were in that other game. And same thing that's going to happen this turn, or this time. We're going to keep getting land. And he's got free scries. Yep. Yeah, I think that's a match. Sure. Let's see what he's potentially hiding in that card. Might as well. We're not really doing anything else. It is land. I mean, he's getting kind of flooded, but we are definitely not drawing the things we need to draw. And he has free scry, so... I really don't want to have to use this Mortify on the borrower. Sure. Yeah, we only have 23 in deck, but we can't stop drawing them, apparently. Alright, go. Scry your 2. This is Magic at its most fun. Play the Hateful Eidolon. Well, all that glitters him, so unless he has instant speed removal, which I just assume he has, we can at least get a card out of him dying. Yeah, we're just gonna concede. Yeah. Alright, 2-1. 2 matches left. See if we can at least go positive on the video. 4 lands, not a big fan of. But we have a decent start. So as long as we don't get flooded, since we're keeping a 4-lander, I assume we will. Should be alright. Jeskai, sure. Let's go with Sentinel's Eyes. Kinda wanna Kind of start getting out to an early beatdown. This could be Jeskai Control, this could be Jeskai Cycling. We just Jeskai Triomes. Triome Tribal. Sure. Play the Eidolon. I assume he kills this. I assume he doesn't kill this. Now let's go for the All That Glitters. So we'll get 2 cards off of it if they kill him. They could Brazen Borrow. They could borrow the Brazens. Or they'll cycle a big-ass monster. I love that card. I will never be disappointed losing to that card. Not because I like Godzilla or anything, but I don't really care that much about Godzilla. I think it's cool what they did. That's a good way of getting around Hateful Eidolon.
Here we go.
Sure. Let's get rid of the Teferi.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Play Alseid. Shock that in. Grab Birth of Meletis. Grab my planes. Say go. Or this is Jeskai Fires. Be unfortunate to see, but he's thinking. Sphinx of Foresight. Sure. Ooh, draw me a Deadweight. Deadweight would be cool here. Not so much. Okay. Well, what we could do is Lurrus, All That Glitters, then that doesn't protect any of our stuff. Could Starfield? Mire's Grasp. Then swing in with the Idol. I don't like giving him the option to scry here. I mean, not that we really had a choice, but... So next turn, we're going to gain 2 life, get a +1/+1 counter on Starfield Mystic. Please don't let that be Fires of Invention. Pretty please. That just might have been Fires of Invention. Could be Cavalier Flame. I mean, I might as well protect something. Let's protect the Eidolon. Let's give him Pro Red. Assuming he doesn't die. Sure, our set.
There is always more to learn. Let thoughts flow like river rapids.
Blast the Mystic, sure. Sure. So what we do is play Lurrus. All that glitters the Eidolon. How much is Narset truly? Narset could shoot Eidolon with the -2 next turn. So let's just get rid of the problem now.
Misjudged our communication.
And pass the turn. Alright. See what he has for us. Flame. Yep. Okay. Give him haste. We're just going to take the damage. We're not even going to throw the wall in front of it. We want the wall for pump to get an extra life back. And keep him big and strong. Oh, so he's not going to pump him. Okay. Interdasting. Okay. Okay. Well, the first thing we do is play Alseid. Okay. Play this Starfield Mystic. Play our land in. Let's let him know what we have. So if we attack, he can pump it up to trade with it. But we can always give it pro-red. So let's see if he falls into that. I mean, we do lose the Alseid. So he drops down to 5, but he shouldn't get any more power. I mean, he doesn't get any more power from his ability. So we'll give him pro-red, kill the Cavalier. Hopefully, that's the play. Gonna take the damage. Interesting. Interesting to say the very least. Going for the cycle play. Sure. Okay, and he gets to scry. Didn't want it. So now he can pump up Cavalier quite a bit. Or plop down another Cavalier. Really a Cavalier of any color here. And give them haste. Really would like to draw another Mire's Grasp. That would be very, very nice. So that way we could kill Sphinx, draw 2, recur, throw it on Cavalier. To then set us up for a Deadweight or Mire's Grasp kill. Or drawing a Deadweight's fine, because we could always recur the one Mire's Grasp. Sure.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Sure.
I've got time.
Sure. Ooh. Well, he can't play spells on my turn, so we can just freely do all this stuff. Do this. Go here, 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 here. We won't add insult to injury with the Mortify. I think all we're going to do is... we're going to play Birth. Give him pro red, deal the lethal for 5. Yeah. So Fires of Invention. Probably want another Mortify. We want instant speed answers to stuff like Cavaliers. Epic Downfall, unfortunately, is a little too slow. It would have taken care of the Sphinx, but unfortunately, when they're throwing down fires and then throwing down a Cavalier and buffing it to Holy Hell, Epic Downfall is a little too slow. So Sentinel's Eyes is nice to keep things back for big Cavalier swings. Call the Death Dweller, I'm going to take out one. I assume he boards in Scorching Dragonfires. We're going to take out a couple Deadweights. We're going to put in Agonizing Remorses. And not really too much a big fan of boarding in Duress. I mean, it helps take care of fires, but I think we're good with this package here. Helps take care of fires and Teferi, because Teferi slows us down a lot. It's a great way of getting around Eidolon, as I mentioned before. Sure, I don't see too much wrong with this hand. Digger's Cage. Yeah, we need to... we really need to start boarding in, or sideboarding artifact destruction. Yeah, that's what I was afraid was going to happen to Eidolon, so... let's play both. I mean, it's not like I can protect it. We're not running Karametra's Blessings, which at one point I was, but I ended up being kind of unimpressed with it. Do I go with Starfield Mystic here? Or do I go with Sentinel's Eyes? I think I just go with Starfield Mystic. Smack him up. Don't draw land. Let's win due to land screw. Gonna be Bone Crush in here. Grafdigger's Cage and Opposing Witch's Oven is what the Rakdos version of this deck. Shield stuff in for do I want to protect the Eidolon or the Mystic? Kinda just want to protect the Mystic. Give him pro red. Put him up to 4. All that glitters is gold. So now Teferi here would slow us down a lot, yeah. It's another card I can't wait to rotate out. There's a lot from that block, I just don't like playing against anymore.
That's more like it.
Alright, let's run him back out. Yeah, here comes Fires of Invention.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Yep. This is one of the... Now they give us the Agonizing Remorse. Alright. Fantastic. Yep. That's all she wrote. I mean, they didn't have the land yet to be able to cast them for free, but... So, Death Dwellers come out. Dresses come in for dead weights. Yeah. Fires of Invention. When is Wizards gonna learn giving people free spells is just not a good idea? I mean, the card isn't overpowered, but it is a little too good. So we are setting ourselves up to get Clarion pretty hard here. So here's a Stomp incoming. Let's just get him stomped because we can get him back with Lurrus if he doesn't grab Digger's Cage next turn. Or Scorching Dragonfire. Yep. Sure. Birth of Meletis. And swing in for one. Here comes Teferi. Another beautifully designed card.
I've got it.
Yeah. I think we just say go. If we play Lurrus, we're walking directly into a Deafening Clarion. And we're probably walking headfirst into a Fires of Invention.
Hero thing before.
Okay, well, let's force him to play his Clarion now. Or just Bone Crusher Giant. That works too. I really don't like any of this. So if I get rid of this, that lets me play Lurrus and Hateful Eidolon. If I get rid of this, he just kills all my stuff. I think we allow ourselves to play. Let's play the two cards, get at least a little bit of value here. Because not even Sentinel's Eyes is keeping him alive.
nothing.
So the only hope is that he just doesn't draw a 5th land ever for Cavalier. Although I highly doubt that's the case. Certainly. Okay. That's kind of nice. So what we can do here is Duress. So a second Fires of Invention is inconsequential to us. Teferi. Let us Sentinel's Eyes. The Lurrus. Mire's Grasp, the Bone Crusher, because we get it back for when they play Cavalier of Flame. Very likely next turn. Okay, so we kill that and go here.
It's only a matter
Gain a little
of
bit of
time.
life. So I assume land, Cavalier. Narset. Discard the
Mind, body, and soul must
Fires of
be
Invention to
praised.
kill Lurrus.
Strike with the cunning mind of the dragon.
Yeah. Hey, all that glitters. Kinda cool. Wow, they just drew everything, I guess. Wow. Well, let's glitter a little bit. Let's get rid of that Fires of Invention now. I really don't want to see it anymore. Pop.
Even
So
masters
let's just hope
make
they keep
mistakes.
they just draw 3 straight Cavaliers. That would be fantastic. Okay. I'm sure that land Cavalier is coming. Okay, well, they can't play on our turn, so keep popping them, I guess. Certainly. There's Cavalier Flame, discard whatever the heck this is, maybe, I don't know. Search Dragonfire.
Trust me. Thank me later.
The top decks on that one. Alright, 2 and 2. Let's see if we can come away positive. That would be that'd be pretty nice. Come away with a winning record. Alright. Doesn't know whether he wants to play first or on the draw. Or when to take a piss. Nobody knows. Alright. Well, that is a horrifying hand. Well, it's not looking great for match 3 right now. Mull that. Sure. Let's tuck a land away. We got a pretty low curve out. I kind of want all of this. Red land. Okay. Let's see what we're up against here. Mono red with no turn 1 drop. That would be interesting. Could just kill it. Okay. Ember Hauler. I can tell you right now, I don't like that. So away with that. Let's play another one. There's no real point in holding it back. Okay, so red-blue. The Electromancer. The Electro-Deadomancer. Boom. Boom. Pop, pop. Alright. Cannot protect our juiced up boy. Let's see what happens. So no Crackling Drake here. Okay. So almost kind of looks like a precon. Although it wouldn't surprise me if we got dumpstered by it. I don't think we're going to take any chances here. Lurrus. We're going to wait him on the dead. He could cycle and get +2. So let's hold him back. Do that. He could unsummon. Okay. Yeah, we didn't want to risk him cycling and then first strike killing him. Okay. Redundant flying, but okay. I feel bad because it's just kind of seems like a precon deck. Not a great way to end out the video, honestly. Just keep recurring deadweight. I mean, I kind of just want to win because I lost 2 matches in a row, but I mean, the only matches I cut out of here are ones where people just surrender immediately and don't play all 3 matches. So we're going to run with this one. Unless he dips out on the 3rd one. Or the 2nd game. Please don't jumpstart that right now. So he can grow him to a 2 to trade with Lurrus. But here's the thing. He is dead weight. That is a sorcery, so he's not able to play it. Let's put him out of his misery. We also could have sacked him to give him Pro Blue. That was another way to do it, but I'm not really sure we need to do anything. I mean, maybe take out a couple Mortifies for Duress? I mean, he's got a lot of creatures, though. Agonizing Remorse? Sure. That's definitely not how I want to do the 5th match, but And you never know, we could just get ass blasted this these next 2 games. With hands like this, that is definitely a possibility. Sure. Kind of don't want to throw the Birth of Meletis away because we can smooth out our land draws, but I think that's how we got to do it. So, oh, I think that's a second mulligan. Here, you can be the purpley blue fox. Did he give us first? Okay. Because we don't want to get Hateful Eidolon shocked, we're gonna play Alseid first. See if he just shocks that. He's a psychic. He can, you know, make basic predictions that anybody in this game could. We're actually going to play Starfield Mystic. Because that, again, is something I'm not heartbroken over if he shocks. We kind of suck. But we can draw a black source and he plays a creature. We can just Eidolon. Eidolon. We're gonna all that glitters our Eidolon. Because if he kills our Mystic, I'm not, again, super heartbroken about it. Can always revive him when we draw land, eventually. You could always shock and sack the... There's the Marmoset. So he can no longer... So let's do this first. Let's get rid of the Hauler. Sure. He can't cycle anything, so let's swing in. It's just going to block. Sure. I feel bad. This seems like a new player. I don't like picking on new players. It's not very fun. Well, it's not very fun for them. Makes me feel bad. Again, they could just blow us out randomly. I've had it happen before. So sorry, David. So sorry. We share a name, but we will not be sharing victories. We're gonna play Birth. Give us planes. Play it. Bump in for... bump in for 8. Last card. It's gotta be magical. I'm so sorry. Again, not a good victory to build. I mean, I feel like we're 2-2-1. But 3-2. That's kind of cool. Cause sworn I have some of those. But that's the deck. It's pretty fun. As you see, it has some huge flaws, glaring weaknesses. Falls to most of the tier 1 decks. My sideboard is... It needs a lot of work. But next time we're going to be exploring Zerda. It's going to be another deck like this where it's just kind of a funsy deck, nothing super competitive. But yeah, we'll see you next time.